This is going to be a quick introduction to my free light tent asset for Blender. And what the light tent allows you to do is to create really nice, high key, low contrast studio lighting in a matter of minutes. So let me show you how it works. I've got an asset here that I downloaded from BlenderKit. Let's go to the render view and I'm going to change the render engine from Eevee to Cycles. And obviously with the default lighting, everything looks a bit boring. So I'm going to start by deleting this light. And I'm going to pull up this panel and let's change it to an asset browser. I'm going to select the light tent folder and you can see in here we have the light tent assets. I'm just going to drag it anywhere into the scene. And then if I hit Ctrl Z just once, that's going to place everything back in the center of the world. And you can see that immediately we have this really nice studio environment. So I'll just quickly switch back to the shaded view and zoom out so we can take a look at what we have when we add the asset to a scene. And as you can see, we have the light tent itself, and we also have a camera and a camera target. So the first thing I'll do is go to the scene tab, and I'm going to set my scene camera to the light tent camera. Then I'll split this panel, and I'll set this new panel to be a camera view. Let's just zoom in a little bit and hide the tools. And the next thing I'm going to do is to select the camera target, and let's just zoom in and see where it is in relation to the car. So let's activate the move tool. And I'm just going to move the target so that it's actually on the car. And even if you don't want to use the target as a constraint on the direction of the camera, it's a good idea to position it where you want it in the scene because it's also going to control the focal point for the depth of field. So I'm happy with that placement, but I don't want my camera to be pointing exactly at the target. So to start with, I'm just going to unlock this view. Let's zoom in a little bit on the car. Then I'm going to select the camera. Let's go to the constraints and I'm just going to reduce the influence of the constraint to 0. And that means I can just pan around this view. Let me select this wheel so that I can rotate around it. And that's going to allow me to position my camera exactly how I want it. Then I'm going to switch back to the rendered view so we can take a look at the results. And as you can see, we have this really nice high key lighting. But I'm going to make a few tweaks. So if I select the light tent itself and zoom out just to show you that it's selected, if I then go to the object properties and expand the custom properties, we have some rigging controls here. And the first thing you can do is just to control the scale of the light tent, but I'm just going to leave it at the default of 1 because it's perfect for this scene. The next thing I'm going to do is to reduce the glossiness value of the floor just to make it a little bit more reflective. And that means we're going to get a nice reflection below the car. Next, I'd like to tweak the lighting. So as you can see, we have controls for all 6 directions of the light. So what I'd like to do in this case is just to create a little bit more contrast in the scene. So I'm just going to reduce the value of the light coming from the right hand side, and that's just going to increase the contrast on the front of the car. Then I'll also reduce the light coming from the top and the rear, but I'm going to increase the light coming from the left to create some nice reflections here on the left hand side of the car. And having these 6 lighting controls gives you a lot of versatility when it comes to lighting your subject. So I'm just going to increase the light coming from the right a little bit more. And I think I'm happy with the lighting I've got so far. So let's go to render image. And I think the lighting I've got so far is quite nice, but I'd like to make a couple of tweaks. I think the depth of field is a little bit too shallow and I'd like to just reposition the frame slightly. So let's just dismiss this window, making sure that the camera is still unlocked. I'm just going to move this back a little bit. And then I'm going to increase the lighting coming from the left, just to create a little bit more pop in the image. Let's reduce it coming from the right, and that is also going to help reduce the contrast. Then I'm going to select the camera. Let's go to the camera properties. And by default, the f-stop is set to 8, but I'm going to set that to 16. And with that done, let's try another render. And here is the completed render. And you can see that in a matter of minutes, we've got a beautiful photoreal render that really shows off this model. And although I increased the f-stop to increase the depth of field, you can see that the rear bumper of the car is still slightly out of focus, and I think that really helps to give it a photographic look. And the other thing that's great about a light tent is that the soft lighting it creates is just perfect for showing off a model like this. There's no harsh shadows, you can see every detail in the car, and the lighting just looks really professional. So to download this asset, just use the link in the description, and there's no strings attached. You can use it in any way you like. And I really hope you find it as useful as I have. And if you do find it useful, just be aware that it's also part of my studio lighting rig, which comes with a whole bunch of other studio environments and a very versatile studio light, which you can configure in all sorts of different ways. And as well as the studio lighting rig, I've got another lighting add-on called the Instant Lighting Kit. And this comes with 250 different environments in 10 different categories and is extremely versatile and will allow you to create really stunning renders. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you as always for your support.